Okay, everybody, I want to talk about how you're going to play Dominion to speed up things a little bit. So, one of the first things you need to know is that you're going to get a deck of cards. You're going to get 7 coin cards and 3 estate cards, and those are going to go into your deck, and you're going to shuffle them up, and then you're going to deal out 5 cards. I happen to deal out 3 copper cards and 2 estate cards. During the course of play, your estate cards really don't do anything. Those are good for winning the game, but not so much when you're playing your hand. So I'm going to set those down for a second. Now, in the course of the game, you're trying to get those estate cards, and there's a couple types. There's the province card, which is worth 6. There's the duchies, which is worth 3, and the estate's worth 1. Each of these cards have a cost, so let me bring this a little closer. The province card has a cost of 8, so you have to have 8 points or coins in your hand to be able to purchase that. The duchy is 5, and the estate is 2. So, when you play the game, though, you're going to be working with different cards. Along with the province cards, there are different coin cards, so you could pick up along the way a gold card, which just is actually costs 6 to purchase, and then silver that are 3, and copper, you can actually pick those up for free if you have nothing else you can do on your turn. There are also action cards, and there's a bunch of different ones. We'll have 10 different action cards, and they each have a cost that are different, and basically if you read what the card says, it will be pretty self-explanatory of what you need to do, but we'll go through a couple things you can do. So let me play on an example hand. So back to my hand here, I've got 3 cards. So maybe what I want to do is actually pick up a village. That would be a buy, because I can do an action and I can do a buy. So when I'm done purchasing, that means those coins have been spent, and I just put these cards into a discard pile along with my estate cards. Then when I wait my turn, I'm going to draw 5 more cards. So in this hand, I have actually 3 coins, a silver and a copper. I have a market card, which is an action card, a victory card, which again, I mentioned doesn't do me much good, and a seller card. So after a turn comes back around to me, what I would do is I would probably start off and say, well, I'm going to play this market card. What the market card does, and that would be my action, the market card gives me a +1 card, +1 action, +1 buy, and it gives me a coin. So I'd set that down in front of me and say, okay, so I get my 1 card, and that would give me a village. So now I'd want to look at my cards and figure out what the next thing is to do. Cool thing about the village, +1 card, +2 actions. Now normally each turn you only get 1 action, but remember, on our market card here, it says I got another action. So village is going to be cool because it gives me 2 actions. So I play that, draw a card, gives me a victory card, which I can't do much with. But I get 2 more actions. Now it happens to have, I've got the seller card in my hand, which is also an action. And what it does is if I choose to discard cards, I get that many back in return. So I get rid of these 2 cards, I discard them, put those down, I draw 2 more cards, and then I'd get, in this case, some more coins. Now, I don't have any more actions, even though I have an action available to me from the village card that I played. I can't do anything, so I can use my buy. You always get 1 buy, but because I played the market, going back here, it says I get another buy. So I have 2 buys, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 coins, but that market also was good for a coin. So that means I actually have 5. That's worth 2, so 3, 4, 5, 6. I can spend 6. And then I'd pick an appropriate card that I would want to draw. The other thing I wanted to make you aware of is there's action cards, and then some of the cards, depending on what cards we play with, there's also like this militia that is an action attack. This one would give me 2 gold for playing it, but also all the other players have to discard their hands, the one that they have in front of them, down to 3 cards. So kind of nice because it slows down your opponent, but yet keeps you in some money. Now the way you win the game, or end the game. So first of all, there are these different stacks. When there are 3 stacks gone, including the estate and the duchy, when any 3 stacks of cards are gone, that signals the end of the game. The other thing that happens is if all the province cards are gone, that means that ends the game as well. So once that's done, you look through your hand and then count up your victory points, and the one with the most victory points wins. And that's all there's to it. That should get you going. Of course, there's lots of details here that we'll need to figure out and go through, but we can go through those as we need during the game. Thanks.